Yeah. Steve Finley, Quote City Papers. Coach, what happened with Angel Reese in terms of trying to keep her off the boards and she ended up getting all those rebounds?
I mean, she's elite. Did we miss her a couple times on the boards? 8 offensive rebounds is a ton. But I think she's the best in the world at it. I really do. I think she has a way of, her timing is good. She's strong. She's got great physicality, but she knows how to kind of lean to kind of get you out of position to where you can now jump and do it. She does a good job tipping it kind of to herself. She's good. And, could we have done a better job? Certainly. But you also have to tip your hat to who I think is, one of the best rebounders in the world.
Nneka, how does it feel? You announced your retirement and you're still at the top of your game. How does it feel to be able to just walk away at the top?
It feels like a blessing, I've always been kind of the type of player that said that I didn't want to get dragged off the court. But I do feel like, what I do have left, I'm pouring into these last few games, and I'm grateful to be doing it in this uniform. And also to be, being able to hopefully impact some of my teammates, most especially Cam here. We have a very unique and very special sisterly bond, and so however I can imprint some level of inspiration, for her and my teammates on my way out is really what I want to do.
Justin. Cam, this was the most you've played in a season. How have you seen your, not tonight, not just tonight, but like overall in a season, how have you kind of dealt with pushing through the various walls of a physical nature as you continue building on the building blocks that you're trying to, achieve?
I don't know, it feels normal. I feel like the season's been amazing. Like Nneka said, we have such a great bond. I think I look to her for a lot of strength, and she's so amazing at encouraging me. There was a couple plays where I wanted her to be the one to like set a down screen for the post up look, and she was like, "No, you go." And I was like, "Oh, are you
got an and one."
And so I feel like I get like really emotional thinking that I'm not going to have that next year with you. But I do know like I'm going to like always be able to like call on you for that. So it's not just Nneka, it's everybody. But I think, I think just leaning on my people has been really important.
How have you seen your game grow on the court in the last couple weeks? Because defensively it seems you have kind of taken another step.
For me, I think it's just experience. I've had a rough go so far in this league, but I haven't let it discourage me. And I know my time will come. Like Nneka has, like I said before, has been the most amazing role model and has, been the perfect example of coming into practice every day early, doing her work, asking the best questions. So I think, it's just all the little things. But yeah, for me, I think it's just experience and just, as time goes by, I'll get more comfortable.
John W. Davis, Southern California News Group. Nneka and Coach Roberts, just wondering from both your perspectives, what do you feel like was going on when the Atlanta Dream at the start of that second half able to go on about a 16-6 run and kind of turn the tide?
I think we were missing shots, and that got them out playing a little looser. I'd have to watch back to remember the exact actions that they ran to start the third. I don't have a great answer for you. Just that's a really good team, and they regrouped at halftime and came out and kind of punched us there in the third. I will say, like, there was a moment there where these guys could have packed it in or just kind of gone through the motions, and they didn't. And we have not all season long. And I do think that's a credit to Nneka, to the leaders of this group, that they're not going to let that happen. They're a good team, right? They came out a little more organized there in the third. We just didn't have a great shooting night. If you look at the percentages but I thought our process was good. What we were trying to do on offense, the ball was trying to be moved. They were looking for each other. sometimes it just doesn't bounce your way.
Quick one for Coach first. Do you have any update on what happened with Tony and how she's doing?
Yeah, she fell and she's getting x-rays right now. So, I mean, she's up and walking, but she's in some pain, so we'll know more in the next couple days.
And then for Cam, obviously, being the team's defensive anchor out there and using your voice, to communicate, where people are supposed to be. How do you feel like you've kind of grown in terms of your overall leadership, and how much has Nneka kind of helped influence that?
I think Nneka has taught me you don't have to say much, but when you speak up, make sure it's important and people feel included and you're meeting people where they're at. I mean, I feel like I still have a long way to go, and I'm still building my confidence in that sense, but I do feel like the more I talk, the more together we feel as a team. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep leaning on that.
Anybody else? Oh, go ahead. Go first.
Nneka, the viewership of WNBA subscriptions streaming overseas are growing so fast this year, and the many newer fans watching you before you announce the retirement. What do you think about? You like a change of mind?
Yeah, come on. Pull it back, roll it back.
New fans?
Oh, for the new fans, as tempting as that sounds, I'm a woman of my word, but I'm very grateful to be a part of the league in this pivotal moment, to be a part of a time where people are really tuning in to women's basketball, especially globally. And I've always known the sport to be global. I've had experience playing overseas, and I think as we continue to see more players who are not just from the Western Hemisphere that are coming from all over the world to play in this league, it's just a way for us to show a love for the game, whether we're playing and we're following. So however else I can be involved in that without playing, I will be. Thank you.
Oh, back there on the.
I have a question for you.
Mhm.
It's about like WNEPA. How is the process for like finding a new president? And if you have to think of like aspects that you're looking for.
Yeah. I know that we're very strongly about our governance, and so they're going to have to elect a new president. I will serve my term through the end of this calendar year, but I want the new president, if they want to run, if they get elected. It's not like I get to handpick anybody, but I do have someone in mind that I want to kind of encourage them to run, because I think they're a very well-respected player. I think they do an amazing job of using their voice, and I think it would kind of be a new step in her career to be able to like expand on her leadership. So I'm gonna hold it tight to the chest for now, but I know exactly who I'm gonna ask.
Give like some aspects. What are you looking for in a president, or what does it take to be a president? I mean, with you and the two CPAs, that's a big deal. And so they have to.
Yeah.
In that
I mean, you have to make it your own, well, first you have to get elected, that's what's most important. You have to run, you have to get elected. I'm very much about democracy and diplomacy, so that has to happen. And, once that happens, I really don't think that there's any one way to be like a leader or president in that way. When I was first elected, I thought it was an opportunity that was bigger than what I, could fulfill. I had to, in my opinion or in my perspective, I had to fill Tamika Catching's shoes, and so that was huge. And she encouraged me to run. I ran, and I was elected. And I think instead of putting so much pressure on myself to do it the way she did, I just tried to think of perhaps one aspect of my ethos that I wanted to bring to the role, and that was to lead by listening. And so I can't imagine that a good president could be successful without listening, but the person that I have in mind is really good at listening and empowering the space for people to lead in their own way. So I'm looking forward to hopefully her agreeing to run, and then her also getting elected. That would be really great. Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank
Thank you all.